Hi, it's Colette. Welcome back to my channel, to my Goldie Oldies, and welcome if you're new. Please stay and subscribe. This is one of my playlists of book reviews that I tend to do when they're sent to me, and I can have a good wee read and enjoy it. This one is by Barbara Berger, and it's called Are You Happy Now? 10 Ways to Live a Happy Life. And those that know me know that I'm very into happiness and contentment and compassion and joy, and getting this little book. I've read another of Barbara's books and thoroughly enjoyed it, so when she saw the review and sent me this one, I was very, very happy. I'll just read the back first. What is preventing you from being happy now? Is it your partner, your health, your job, your financial situation, your weight, or is it the things you think you should do? Barbara Berger takes a look at all the things we think and do that prevent us from living happy lives now. The book's premise is that our thoughts determine our experience of reality, and understanding this is the key to living a happy life. This is a revolutionary way of looking at life because most people believe that outer conditions are the reason why they are unhappy. But if outer conditions are not the cause, what is? Berger presents 10 practical ways to use this understanding in your daily life, your relationships, at work, and for your health. She gives example from her own dramatic life since leaving America at the young age of 18 in protest against the Vietnam War, and settling in Scandinavia to her lifelong exploration of the power of mind and the nature of consciousness. Right up my street, really. So what did I like about it? It's a very, very easy read, and by that I don't mean that it's not forcing you to think. It does, but Barbara has a very, very wonderful conversational style. Think about your best friend that knows you better than you know you. Yes, you know you best, but sometimes we're quite good at ignoring things about ourselves. So what happens when we have a conversation, a deep conversation with our best friend, a good loving friend? They're prepared to talk to us and point little things out in a nice way that maybe we've not thought about that could help us move forward. And that's what this book is like. I'm not saying that we don't know what's in it, but having it presented to us in a kind of friendly, conversational way makes it a fantastic book. Now, it has been out for a few years, and there's been certainly more done on things that are in the book, such as mindfulness, but it's really just a lovely book. And I'll tell you why. It does have the chapters of the 10 ways to live a happy life, and just I'll not do all of them, but number one is accept what is, and then we've got a sort of box. The number one cause of suffering and unhappiness is wanting life to be something it's not, and then the chapter on that, which is really, really good. Number two, want what you have. The number two cause of suffering and unhappiness is wanting what you don't have. And it goes on, and just the really, I mean, the things we all know, but we maybe don't think deeply enough. I like number 10, learn to see beyond impermanence. The number 10 cause of suffering and unhappiness is believing that we become nothing. Now, every chapter kind of builds on the other. It's done in a lovely style. It's done in a way that allows us to question things, but there's also a lot of ways of looking at things from different people's angles. What was it my dad used to say? So my dad, I wish I thought of this before I come on, but he said the man with only one shoe was unhappy until he met the man with only one leg. And my dad used to say that a lot, actually. And what he was meaning was it's all about perception. If you're unhappy that you've only got one shoe, then, life for someone that's only got one leg. And who is the happiest? The man or the woman with only one leg might have accepted the fact. They may have used their disability or whatever to do something new or whatever. The man with only one leg might be more contented than the man with only one shoe because his thoughts on it are different. So that's my sort of thinking on the book. What I love about it is, I always like a book that has work to be done. My Tarot Novice to Pro has exercises the whole way through the book, and at the end we've got a happy life worksheet, and basically it follows all of the chapters and gives us 2 steps to actually work with the chapters and to go forward. And I love that. I absolutely love that. And you can do it at the end, or you can do it as you go through each chapter. I actually have been doing it chapter on chapter because it's kind of a busy time with my own books and YouTube channel, and I'm more into sort of self-help books and books that I can take little bits out of and work with at the time than say a big long novel. And this is perfect. So but you could read the whole book through and then go and do it all. Either way, I really would recommend this to you if you're feeling not contented or unhappy, or and it's not to say that unhappiness isn't a state that we need to be in, and that's looked at in the book as well, but just a really good book, really well written, and the form of it and the work it makes you do is gentle enough. But when you meet someone, the best thing you can do to put them at ease is ask them about themselves. People love to be asked about themselves. If I do a video and I don't ask about the people about things, you don't tend to get many comments. But if you say, what's your star sign, or do you agree with me, people will comment back. And this book is like a friend asking you about what you've chatted about and asking you to go deeper on it. So it's not a big hard thing. I'm not saying that. It's not going to have you psychologically worn out by the end of it, but it's going to allow you to understand yourself far more. And that's why I enjoyed it. So are you happy now? 10 Ways to Live a Happy Life by Barbara Berger. It's an O-Books book I'm just looking at. Has been out a number of years, but it'll still be available on Amazon and other marketplaces as well. So thank you, Barbara, for sending me it. Actually just maybe what I needed at this time of change for myself. Many blessings. Now, if you like the book videos, the reviews, give me a thumbs up. Bye now.